Welcome to Tiny Tales, where tiny stories shine bright with big lessons.
Mystery of the Tired Soil. Shelldon's farm was usually a symphony of greens and golds, but lately, a small corner felt a bit off-key. His usually bouncy beans looked droopy, and the perky peas were, well, not so perky. Shelldon waddled over, his brow furrowed in concern. "Oh dear," he mumbled, "what's wrong here?" He tried everything he knew. He sang his happiest growing songs, he gave them extra water, and he even told them his funniest jokes. But still, the plants in that one section stayed stubbornly droopy. It was a mystery. "Barnaby," Shelldon called out, looking up at the sky. "Barnaby, my friend, I need your keen eye. Something is amiss in my garden." Soon, a familiar buzz filled the air, and Barnaby, a busy little bee, landed gently on Shelldon's shell. "What's the buzz, Shelldon?" asked Barnaby, wiggling his antennae. Shelldon explained his droopy plant puzzle, pointing to the struggling patch. Barnaby flew a quick circle around the sad plants, his tiny bee eyes observing carefully. Barnaby buzzed thoughtfully. "The sun is shining, the water is plentiful, and your songs are as charming as ever, Shelldon. This isn't a pollination problem this time." He landed back on Shelldon's shell. "This looks like a job for Sage, the wisest gardener in the valley. She knows all about the secrets beneath our feet." So Shelldon and Barnaby set off again to visit Sage. They waddled and buzzed past fields of healthy, vibrant sunflowers, their heads happily following the sun. Shelldon felt a hopeful flutter in his tummy. Soon they arrived at Sage's magnificent garden, which was always bursting with life and color. Sage, the kind old tortoise with spectacles perched on her nose, was carefully tending to a patch of plump red tomatoes. "Hello, Sage," Shelldon called out, a little more confidently this time. Sage looked up, her eyes twinkling. "Why, hello there, Shelldon. And Barnaby, what brings you back to my humble patch of green?" Shelldon explained his puzzling problem, how one part of his garden was just not thriving, no matter what he did. Sage listened patiently, nodding her head slowly. "Ah, Shelldon," Sage said, her voice gentle and wise. "It sounds like that patch of soil might be tired." Shelldon blinked. "Tired? Can soil get tired, like me after a long day of gardening?" Sage chuckled. "In a way, yes. Imagine if you ate the same meal every single day, year after year. Eventually, you wouldn't get all the different nutrients you need, would you?" "Well, soil is a bit like that," she continued. "Plants are hungry little eaters, and they take specific nutrients from the soil to grow big and strong. If you plant the same type of plant in the same spot over and over, it uses up all of that particular nutrient, and the soil gets tired of providing it." Shelldon's eyes widened. "So my beans and peas ate all their favorite food, and now the soil's cupboard is bare?" Sage nodded. "Exactly. But there are clever ways to help the soil rest and get its strength back." "One way is called crop rotation," Sage explained. "It means planting different kinds of plants in that spot each year. For example, after your beans, you could plant carrots. Carrots need different nutrients than beans, so the soil gets a chance to replenish what the beans took. It's like having a big, varied feast for your soil," she added with a smile. "Each plant takes what it needs and leaves behind something different for the next plant. It keeps the soil happy and full of all kinds of goodies." "Another way is to give the soil a rest," Sage continued. "Sometimes a patch just needs a little nap. You can plant special cover crops like clover, which don't take much, but instead they protect the soil and add good things back into it." "And the very best way to feed tired soil," Sage said, her voice becoming extra enthusiastic, "is with compost." Shelldon tilted his head. "Compost? What's that?" Sage led them to a big, bubbling pile. Compost is like a superfood for the soil. It's made from old leaves, grass clippings, leftover fruit and veggie scraps from your kitchen, and even eggshells. All these things break down over time, with the help of tiny creatures like worms and microbes, she explained, picking up a handful of rich, dark compost. They turn it into this wonderful, crumbly, dark earth that's packed with all the nutrients your plants could ever dream of. Shelldon carefully sniffed the compost. It smelled earthy and fresh. "Wow," he whispered. "So instead of throwing away our scraps, we can turn them into superfood for the soil?" Exactly, Sage beamed. It's nature's way of recycling. When we take care of the soil takes care of our plants, and our plants take care of us. It's a happy, healthy circle. Shelldon felt a surge of determination. "I want to help my soil get strong again. I'll try crop rotation, give it a rest, and definitely start a compost pile." He looked at Barnaby, who buzzed in agreement. Back at his farm, Shelldon got right to work. He carefully planned which new crops to plant in the tired patch next year. He also set aside a small section for a soil nap, planting some clover there. And he started his very own compost pile. He added old leaves, grass clippings, and all the fruit and veggie peels from his kitchen. He even got a special little worm friend named Wriggle to help speed things along. Soon, that once tired patch of soil was vibrant and healthy again, ready to grow the most delicious vegetables. Shelldon learned that taking care of the earth, from the tiniest worm to the biggest plant, was the most important harvest of all.
Thanks for watching Tiny Tales Time, kids. Don't forget to come back for more magical stories and big adventures.